The Faces of Matter by Angelica Ibanez. The grade level I will be working with is 4th grade. I also know that most 4th grade students are in the concrete operational stage. Most students will be able to do what is being asked. The concept of this video is Faces of Matter. The phases of matter are freezing, melting, condensation, and evaporation. When water cools, it loses energy. The change of liquid water to solid ice is called freezing. The freezing point is 0 degrees Celsius. When ice receives heat, it becomes liquid water. The change of a solid to a liquid is called melting. When ice melts, the temperature stays at 0 degrees Celsius. When liquid disappears from the cup, it has changed to a gas stage. The gas is called water vapor, which is invisible, meaning you cannot see it. When water becomes gas, it is called evaporation. The gas stage changing to a liquid stage is called condensation. I will engage the students by playing the game Simon Says, by showing liquid, gas, and solid with their hands. I will then show the students posters of the different phases of matter. I then will put the students in 3 groups of 4. Each group will observe the melting stage, evaporation stage, and the condensation stage. Each student will then write a paragraph over the 3 stages they observed. I will close the lesson by summarizing key words and asking the students what they learned. The lesson is informal. The student controls the choice and action they want to perceive in each observation, but I will still intervene. The materials will be handed, but there is still an objective I want to accomplish. We're going to play a game called Simon Says, okay?
Oh, yes.
If you're out, then you got to go sit down. Simon says, show me liquid. Simon says, show me gas. Like, have you ever tried eating ice cream in a hot summer day?
Yes.
What happens to the ice cream when you eat it? Daniel?
Melts.
It melts. This is a poster of freezing, okay? So, when water cools, it loses energy. Okay, so you see that this is water, and when it freezes, it's solid ice. When it freezes, the temperature goes down to 0 degrees Celsius. And now I'm going to show you a picture of melting. So, when ice receives heat, it becomes liquid water. Okay, so there's ice, some ice cubes, and whenever it receives heat, it becomes water, just liquid. So, what's the temperature for this stage? It still stays at 0 degrees Celsius. Evaporation. Now, when liquid disappears, it has changed to a gas state. See, the liquid is disappearing. From here, it changes, it's disappearing. When water becomes gas, it's called evaporation. Okay, so what do you think happens whenever it rains? What do you think happens to the puddles of water that are left? Kevin.
It evaporates.
Why?
By sun.
Condensation. So, condensation, this is water vapor. They're tiny drops of water. You see the tiny drops of water?
Yes.
When there's a cold glass, and when warm, moist air, like it goes through, little tiny drops of water that are going down. When it gets boiling hot water, it goes all the way to the top. All the way to the top. Because it's boiling water. It's very hot water. Okay? So the boiling point is
100 degrees Celsius.
Okay, what about if I put it in the sun? Would it be fast faster with the sun or body heat?
Sun.
Sun. What's happening to the cup?
It has little tiny drops and it has a little stages on it.
The stage is condensation? Does everyone agree that the stage is condensation?
Yeah, it got like little drops.
Little fog? Now what I want you to do is I want you to write a paragraph of what you observed. Write down what you observed on experiment 1, on experiment 2, and experiment 3. What did we learn today? Kevin?
How to melt an ice cubes in the fastest way.
Okay, and what is that called? The stage. With the ice and with your hands.
Melting.
Melting. James?
We also learned about condensation.
Condensation. What's the freezing point? Raise your hand. Freezing point. Alejandra. 0 degrees Celsius. What's the boiling point? Raise your hand. Daniel.
100 degrees Celsius.
100 degrees Celsius. Okay, good job, guys.